Hey everybody, it is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring, and today is Friday, May 31st, 2024. Hey, I hope you're doing well. I had a nice short day trade today on the video on the 5 minute that I wanted to show you. I thought it would be a good teaching lesson and a good learning opportunity. This particular trade was brought to my radar because of multiple time frames, because of NVDA on the daily. Okay, so the higher time frame is what made me go into the lower time frame to execute the trade. So this is NVDA. You can see these are the daily bars. Yesterday we had a bearish engulfing bar on NVDA, which just means it went higher than the high and lower than the low. This is a bearish pattern. Okay. You've heard me talk about the halfway of a large up bar or a large down bar being a pivotal level of resistance or support. You can see yesterday we had the big down move. If we were to rally back up to halfway today, rally up halfway of yesterday's down bar, so you can see the high and the low. Do you see how we rallied right to halfway? So from a Fibonacci standpoint, there would be a 50% Fibonacci resistance area there. Doesn't work all the time, but I remember looking at this yesterday and actually speaking to a friend of mine that's in NVIDIA, and I said, you know, if it does go up, gap up, or go up to halfway of yesterday's down bar, I will look at taking a short. And I'm glad that I had that conversation with her because it's exactly what happened. So that was yesterday's bar. You can see we gapped up exactly right about halfway. Okay, so that's what made me go into the 5 minute charts to look for the smaller time frame trade. Okay, so opens halfway right where I wanted that to be. All right, now let's go down into the 5 minute chart, which is where I executed the trade, and we'll go back to the open. Okay, so I got short. Let's see. Did I just delete my lines? No. There we go. That was right. I think it was, yeah, right about there. Okay, so you can see this is right where it opened, which was halfway of yesterday's big down bar. In addition to that, there's a bearish fair value gap here. I highlighted this in red from yesterday. We broke structure to the downside, had a big down bar. This is bar 1, 2, 3. The low of bar 1, the high of bar 3. This red highlighted area here, this is a bearish location as well. So not only yesterday's big down bar did we open up right at halfway of the big down bar, but we also opened right up into this bearish fair value gap. So I got short right at the open, right here, 1125.90. Now for my stops, I have two stops. I have an end of bar stop and I have an emergency stop. Well, the end of bar stop was just a close above this bar over here, the high 1130. Where did it go? 1130.36. So I got short here 125.50. If we close above this high, because it's the most recent swing high, I would simply get out of the trade. Okay, that's the end of bar stop. Now I always have my 2 ATR emergency stop. That's just 2 ATRs, the value of 2 ATRs for my entry. That is up here. So I could have entered right here and it just could have blown right through, and if it got there, I'm simply out of the trade. I hit my emergency stop, the 2 ATR stop. Or if it plays around here a little bit and then closes above this pivot, then I'm out as well. Now let's talk about profit target. Well, my emergency stop's 2 ATRs above. My profit target is going to be more than that, minimum of 2 times when my maximum allowed loss is. So my profit target is 4 ATRs down here. Okay, so I enter because we just opened halfway of yesterday's down bar. We're also inside this bearish fair value gap, enter 125.90. My end of bar stop is simply just a close here above 130.36. I have my 2 ATR emergency stop up there. That's the worst case scenario. And to the profit, 2 times my emergency stop, which is a 4 ATR profit to the downside. So I entered right away. Things started to go my way immediately. Great. And then it rallied back. I was like, uh-oh. But then it did turn around and went my way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, like an hour, 5 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes later, hit my profit target. It did go lower than that, but not much lower. And so this particular trade in an hour was about almost exactly 30 points to the downside. That's a big move, 2.63%. So I hope this is helpful in showing how I use multiple time frames in my trading. It really does always help when you have, you can have as many indicators or confluences or combinations of indicators lining up, but this is, watch those halfway big down bars. If you have a big down bar and you rally back up to halfway, that's probably going to be some resistance. If you have a big up bar and then in the future it goes down, lots of times it will stop at that halfway. Not all the time, right? But it's a good place to look on a higher time frame to get an entry on a shorter time frame. So I hope this was helpful for you. And if it was, I appreciate if you could hit the thumbs up button. Helps the channel, keeps the channel around. And if you'd like to learn more about my trading, I do these videos, these short videos during the week. But on the weekend, I have my Gossett Trading and Mentoring Weekend Review, where I go through all of the weekly and the daily trades that I've made. When I entered, why I entered, what was the setup, what were the confluences of signals that set up for me, and then most importantly, how I manage the trade going forward, whether it's going my way or against me. And then I also highlight all the trades on the daily and the weekly time frames that I'm looking for next week. All right, so I appreciate you spending your time, and if you get a chance, that will come out tomorrow around noon. So if you have some free time, check it out. I think you'll like it. Hey, thanks so much for coming by today and spending the time to watch it. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.